Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is LJ and in this video I'm going to be doing a tutorial on the INGLOT KCM Beauty Chameleon palette. This palette was a collaboration with beauty influencer Krystal Clear Makeup and INGLOT Canada. So when you buy the palette, you buy a pack. You get a 10 palette, which is always empty, from INGLOT Cosmetics. This one has the personalised lid that Krystal and INGLOT designed together. You also get a Duraline, and you also get a magnet, and of course you get the 10 eyeshadows that Krystal picked out to be placed into her palette. So this is what the palette looks like. You can slide the lid off and place it underneath and it will be magnetically stuck together. I always recommend to cut out each individual shadow. You can see the number of each shadow on the underside. It's also a good idea to pre-arrange the eyeshadows in the way you'd like to put them into the palette, just in case you don't have the magnet and you can't switch them around. You pop each colour in, and you can see I'll just turn it upside down now, and it doesn't fall out because it's magnetically inside the palette. So this is what the palette looks like when you have all the colours popped in. If you change your mind and you want to switch them around, you just hover the magnet over the eyeshadow like so. It literally just pops out and you can rearrange the colours as to whatever way you want to do it. I love the sturdy packaging of INGLOT palettes. They never wear, they're not made of cardboard, they're eco-friendly and reusable, which is amazing. Also magnetic, so if you ever get another 10 palette, you can just stack it on top again. So it's very travel friendly. So the INGLOT mixing plate and the spatula I also highly recommend purchasing when you're purchasing the palette. You lightly scrape out some of the eyeshadow onto the mixing plate using the spatula. Then you grab the Duraline to make the eyeshadow into a liquid. So here we're making a black liquid eyeliner. You put in 1 drop and you mix it very well together using the spatula. I'm going to do a little swatch on my hand now, and we're going to come back to it later and we're going to have a look, because Duraline makes everything waterproof, so it shouldn't budge. Also, another way you can use the magnet is if you're running low on a product, or if it's gone and you want to replace it and you don't know what number it is, you pop it out with the magnet, look at the number, order it online or go in store, get a new one and pop the new one back into its slot. So next I'm just going to do a few arm swatches of each individual colour. If you want to skip ahead to the tutorial or any other part of this video, just click the down bar below. I will have timestamps, and also I will be listing the product below. If you would like to purchase anything on INGLOT Cosmetics Canada, go online. I'll leave my link below, and you can also use my code MARZIPAN for 10% off. Okay, so now that I have all the swatches done, I'm going to come back to my little swatch I did earlier, and I'm rubbing this pretty fiercely and you can see it's not really budging, which is quite impressive for an eyeshadow and Duraline. So I just want to say that this is all I use for this tutorial. Crazy, like I never use such little product. It looks like 6 products, and of course you use whatever brushes you'd like to use, but the brushes I'm using I will leave a link below. So first I start out with my HD Perfect Cover foundation. I apply it first with a brush and then I pat it out with a pro blending sponge. This is the under eye concealer. I apply it directly underneath the eye and I blend it out with a big fluffy brush. Something I didn't mention earlier is that this palette was made so that it can be used all over your face. So I'm going to be using my contour, highlight, blush, eyeshadow and lipstick, which is amazing and so travel friendly. So I'm just doing a little bit of contouring first and contouring my nose. I was really surprised how well this shade worked for my nose contour. Then I'm going to use the orange shade number 314 as a blush, and then I'm going to highlight my face using 395 and look at that glow. Such a nice eyeshadow to use as highlighter. I was really impressed with this. Next we're going to move on to the eye makeup. So I'm just creating a crease here using the number 309 and then going in with a darker colour, number 357, which is the medium brown in the palette. Slowly building up the intensity of the brown eyeshadow, the smoky brown. Going in with a darker colour, number 327, the darkest brown in the palette. And making more definition with the 10SS brush. Blending out any harsh lines, of course. And now we're going to go into 391, which is the black. And we're going to add more definition quite lightly here, as we don't want it to be too dark, not too black. And then lining the lower lash line with the black as well. So here I've mixed number 154 and Duraline together to make a liquid eyeshadow. I'm cutting out my crease, blending out the harsh edges with my fingertips, and highlighting the inner corner tear duct. Now you could leave it like this, pop on some mascara and lashes and away you go, but I wanted to do something a little bit extra. So I mixed 314 and Duraline to create an orange liquid eyeliner. Once I had a nice thick orange line, I went in with 391 and Duraline, which is the black, and I just went tighter to the top lash line using the black for extra definition. Next I'm using the False Lash Effect mascara, which I have been loving lately. And then I'm going to pop on my favourite Inglot eyelashes, which are the 30N. Next I am mixing 3 different colours with Duraline to create a liquid lipstick. This will dry into the lips matte and waterproof. And sometimes I like to put a gloss over that, but for this look I didn't. And this is how it turned out. So it's very interesting, only 6 products, including the Beauty Chameleon palette, created this whole entire look. So if you are thinking of getting this palette, I highly recommend it. It's super pigmented, it's a great price, and you can shop online on inglotcosmetics.ca. I'll leave all the links below. If you enjoyed this video, then make sure you give me a thumbs up, subscribe, and let me know in the comments below what you want to see next.